My name is Brandon White. I have an unfortunate nickname. It is B. White. Yeah. It's not a great nickname to have, let me tell you that much. It's not great. I gotta tell people it's a nickname and not a suggestion, you know what I mean? Like, I really gotta make sure that people understand I'm not committing a hate crime when I got my nickname going on. It's not a great nickname trying to sell merchandise. Yeah, not a great nickname. B. White does not sell well on a t-shirt in Seattle. Can you believe that? Yeah, no, but I sold a lot of them in northern Idaho though. That was good, that was super nice. I went out there and I sold all my B. White shirts, and then the biggest, whitest dude I'd ever seen came up to me and he goes, "We really liked your B. White shirts. Do you want to come to one of our meetings?" And I said, "No, sir. I do not need to figure out how proud you boys are. I'm going to get the hell out of here." I just had to fly on an airplane. And let me tell you, it is super fun being a morbidly obese person getting onto an airplane. I like to go real late too. Like, here's the thing, I buy 2 tickets because I'm a considerate fat person, but I don't tell anybody else on the plane. So it's fun to get up there. I get on last too, just so I take my sweet time. And then I get into the fuselage and I look around at everybody doing lots of real quick math. Just going, oh no, is this guy gonna sit next to me? This is not good. And then what I do is I'll get to my row and I'll look at that unfortunate person and I'll go, you have to get out so I can get in. And then they do, and I make this huge show of like getting to the thing. I'll be like, and then I sit down at the farthest one away from them, and then they go, "Oh, thank God. Thank God." And then I get all strapped in and I turn to them and I go, "Just wait for my brother to get here. My twin brother's coming." Yeah, they don't like that. They don't think it's as fun as you guys do, for sure. Yeah, I've been dating a white girl lately, so I've been learning a lot about serial killers. That's been cool. Yeah, date a white girl, you get to learn about serial killers and crystals and astrology and all that kind of good stuff, man. I did find out one good thing about serial killers. They are not killing dudes with my body shape and size, and I think it's smart. Big people, we are very easy to catch, but we are very hard to get rid of. You know what I mean? What would you do? You would get me, you'd kill me, and then you'd try to put me in the trunk? How would you do it? You'd have to piece me out or get a winch or something like that to get me in the trunk. Could you imagine if you did get me in the trunk, the car would be riding like this? The cops would be like, "I'm pretty sure there's a dead fat guy in there. I think we need to stop this car and figure out what's going on back there." Imagine if you did murder a person my size. You got me in the trunk, you got me all the way out to the forest. You know how mad you'd be if you had to dig a grave that was 6 feet deep and 6 feet wide? You'd be mad, dude. You would not be having a good day. I actually, that's not true. I do think that we should have our serial killers start killing fat people. I think it would be very advantageous. Could you imagine if Dahmer had been killing fat dudes? He'd only had to kill one dude. I mean, could you imagine being in a situation where you're like, "I really want to kill and eat another fat guy, but 73 pounds of Brandon in the freezer still." Could you imagine having to get a bigger freezer for the person you murdered to keep their remains good? Good. I think we should have fat serial killers. I think that'd be cool, the BTK killer, but it stands for like burritos, tacos, and KFC. I think that'd be rad. All right, we didn't like that dumb pun. That's okay. I'm a large person. I'm actually such a large person that other large people look at me and they go, "Well, at least I'm not him." You know, it's kind of, nah, all right, if we don't like fat jokes, this is gonna suck for the next 5 minutes, all right? This is gonna be shitty if we don't like fat jokes. There are advantages to being a big person, though. For example, none of my friends have ever asked me to help them move. Yeah, super advantageous for me, yeah. Next time you guys are moving all of your friends' cherished possessions up and down multiple flights of stairs, remember I'm at home doing whatever the hell I want, all right? I even own a pickup truck, that's the weird part. Like, I could be real helpful. I like being big. The hard part, though, is that all my friends are comedians, so they're all, the way that they are. And I had to do this show one time. I had to do this show on an island. And so my buddy called me the day before and he goes, hey man, did you make sure that you could fit on the boat? And I was like, yeah, dude, I fit on the boat. We're going on a ferry to Vashon. Are you kidding me? I'm pretty sure I fit on the boat, dude. Last time I was on a ferry, I'm pretty sure I saw a U-Haul on there. Are you kidding me? Like, yeah, I fit on the boat, okay? I had to start losing weight because I did a bunch of embarrassing fat boy things. I'm gonna beat everybody in this room with the embarrassing fat boy thing. One time I found a Starburst in the washing machine that I just got done using, and I didn't care. I just ate that Starburst. I didn't give a shit. And I looked in and I was like, oh yeah, bonus Starburst, let's go. 3 out of 10, you guys. It was very soapy. I do not recommend it. It was not very good. I think the fattest fat boy thing I ever did, though, was that I had the same person hand me my fast food order twice in the same day. Yeah, it was from 2 completely different restaurants. It was even worse, you guys, yeah. She works at the McDonald's in the morning and she works at the Wendy's at night, and I did not know that. Not till I rolled up, and I knew exactly who she was, too, because she's got this really distinct voice, and she calls everybody honey. So I rolled up to the window, and I heard through the little speaker box, hey, honey, how you doing today, honey? And I was like, oh, no. Maria's here? Oh, that's not going to be good. So I tried to pretend like I wasn't me just to make sure that this lady didn't know who I was, so I just threw my voice. I was like, yeah, I want them spicy nuggets. And she was like, okay, wee honey, come into my window. And so I rolled around, and then I forgot that she could see me. Yeah, and she knew right away, too, you guys. She knew. I knew she knew because she grabbed a bag, and she turned to me, and she goes, oh, honey. Oh, honey, why are you here? She was like, didn't I see you at the McDonald's today? And I was like, yeah, it's embarrassing. You gotta make major changes after that, for sure. And the first major change I made was I go to the other McDonald's now, so I don't see her. A real good decision for me. It's not good. I did lose 60 pounds last year, and don't cheer, because I'm fully aware I gotta do that 4 more times, all right? I'm fully aware I gotta work on that, and it's okay. I've been going to an organization that's called Overeaters Anonymous. Have y'all heard of that? It's like Alcoholics Anonymous, we just have wider clientele. Yeah. Yeah, we also negotiated down from 12 steps to 5. We thought that was a good decision for the fat people. Less steps. All right, he got it. That's good. I like the organization. I think it's a great organization. It's helping me get better, but it is weird to sit in a circle of 30 fat dudes and go, wow, this is not anonymous. You know what I mean? Like, you just look around and you go, this is named poorly. This is... Because, I mean, like, you could be a closet drinker, but you couldn't be a closet overeater. You couldn't fit in the closet. It would be real hard to get back there to try to be in the closet. It wouldn't be good. I accidentally did go early one time. I went to an Alcoholics Anonymous meeting, and I don't know. I went in there, and now I'm pretty sure I got a problem with alcohol. Like, I'm fairly certain that that's how those meetings work. You just go, and then they convince you have the problem that they're talking about. I'm gonna go to the sex addicts one pretty soon just to see if that doesn't catch on for me. I accidentally went early, all right? I went to this Alcoholics Anonymous meeting, and I saw something in the back of their meeting that made me super mad. Did y'all know that the drunks get snacks? I was so mad, dude. I was like, our meeting is right after this one. Where do they take them? And so I went to my meeting, and I was like, hey, guys, point of order. Did you know that the drunks get snacks? And they were like, Brandon, you want to remember why you're here, dude? Like, we probably shouldn't have snacks in the Overeaters Anonymous meeting. I was like, okay, well, here's the thing. The drunks get something that we can't have. I think we should be allowed to have something the drunks can't have. I think we should be allowed to have a bar in the back of our meetings, right? I said it'd be really cool if we showed up, we could have a shot and then get ready to do the meeting, just a couple of shots back there, it'd be cool. And our sponsor said no. He said we absolutely cannot do that. He did meet me halfway though. The next time I went there were shots of Ozempic back there, so that was good. Yeah, super effective for us. It was like, how long is this meeting? 45 minutes? I took 2 of them right in the stomach. All right, there's enough people on Ozempic in here. That's good. That's good to know. This is my last joke. This is my favorite joke. It's my favorite joke I've ever written. It's also a pretty cool life hack, so take notes. If you buy a sex toy on Amazon, you'll both come same day. All right, guys, thank you so much. My name is Brandon White. Have a great rest of your night.